Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the satisfaction model. Remember, we talked about the fact that there are 7 steps to servant evangelism, and one of them is to discuss the gospel. So we're going to use a verse in Isaiah 55, 6 and 7. I hope you'll make that verse committed to memory, and that you'll have that, you'll know that. But if you look at the verse carefully, there really can be 4 questions that can emerge from the verse. And those 4 questions will help you to ask the person, what does the verse say? So you can have them read the verse. It'll be back on the back of all of our hotline cards that we pass out about the midnight breakfast and all the other things that we do, the free rides and stuff. And so we're going to pass that out. On the back of the card will be Isaiah 55, 6 and 7. And so you can just ask someone and say, hey, have you seen the back of our card? May I ask you a couple of things about that? Read the verse to them and then say, let me just ask you a few questions about what is written here. Whether they agree with the Bible or not, just say, I'm not asking you whether you agree with the Bible. I'm just asking you to help me to see what this verse says. So the first question you can ask from the verse is very simply this: what does God say you should do? So if you look at it, it says seek the Lord. Basically, that's what we need to do, seek the Lord. And while he's near. And right now is a great opportunity because I'm near to that person, and so seek the Lord. The second thing it says, what does God say that you must turn from? And so if you look from it, it says wicked ways, or however the word is translated there. So the second thing is you ask them, what does it say you must turn from? And you can actually underline the words that are there as you're talking with them as you have a pen, or you can just show them the words on the card, or you can write the verse down on a napkin, whatever you want to do. So those are the first 2 questions, and you can point out the answers. The answers are in the verse. The third question is, what does God say? Where does God say you must turn? And so here we turn from our wicked ways, but where do we turn? We turn to the Lord. And so we seek his forgiveness, we seek his love, we seek his relationship, and so we turn there. So you point out those things that are found there in the training time. And then the last thing is, what does it say God will do? What does this text say God will do? He says he will pardon, he will forgive. It's awesome because this verse talks about how we're all trapped in sin, but that through a relationship with Jesus Christ, if we turn to God's provision in Christ, then he will pardon us and freely forgive us. What a great verse. So I hope as you do your training tonight, you'll remember, just simply memorize those 4 questions, look at the text for the answers, go backwards and forwards to where you know it by memory. You won't have to have any tools with you. The hotline card is there. You can point to it and go from there. So I hope you have a great training time as you learn the satisfaction model of evangelism. It's an awesome tool. I've been using it for several years. It opens a dialogue, and so it's not just you're pushing something on them. You're just asking questions about a Bible verse. It's so simple and so easy. You know the 4 questions. You know the answers already written down. What a way to share your faith. I hope it goes great. The satisfaction model is what we're going to use for Beach Reach, and I hope you learn it well and let God use you and share it. Thanks, guys. Have a good training.